right back to the show, Rap Culture on your radio, Silverbird Radio 93.7. MoFame is in the building. The gang is out here tonight. Duno, Greo, and Lord Jam. I got Winnie in the building, by the way. I must not forget to say that. She's alien to what's happening around here. But it's all good. Just take up that phone and continue to tweet. God bless you as you do that. Let me start with Greo.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Wasn't much.
Okay. The last time we spoke was last time we had a conversation here was the MI Vector situation.
Exactly.
It seems to me like that has died down for a bit, or died down completely. Both rappers are moving on about their normal businesses.
I feel they are taking advantage of the buzz the beef songs
I'd like to agree.
created.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you.
Okay.
At what point did the beef really concern AQ?
No point at all. And I don't feel that guy. No disrespect to anybody though, but I don't feel he ought to have responded, because MI was the guy that said you couldn't put AQ on, and AQ was your guy. Told Vector. So Vector was like, Distraction was a big song because of him, and that's a valid fact.
That's facts, actually.
Valid fact. And AQ at some point in time actually recognized that fact and tweeted it back then.
Yeah.
And him actually making a diss song now is unnecessary.
Jam.
You know, like
yeah.
What's my guy?
He's your guy. You don't have to shy away from your guy. Don't worry. As month a day, FCC, so people still here. Look, Jem, we talked about AQ on the show 2 weeks ago.
Yes, we did.
For a reason, because we smelt this. We smelt this would happen.
You saw it coming, of course.
Yeah. So, what's your reaction? Do you think this was necessary? Do you think Vector should have responded?
No, for AQ's record to have come out was expected, because that is typical AQ. Looking for an opportunity to just spell out anybody at all, and then he heard his name being mentioned. First by MI, surprisingly, he left Homeboy and took shots at Vector, who was just... Oh, it's his boss, and is he really his boss?
Yeah, he is.
It's his boss.
He is. But let's move on, yes.
But let's move on, sir. You know, so... That record, it was nice, but it wasn't. It just came and went. Like, it didn't matter at all in the scheme of things. I swear, people heard it. People had opinions about it, but that was like, I think that same day, barely hours after, people moved on from it.
Like how the Kanye West album would move to, but
the album is nice. Don't mind.
Do you know?
Yes.
AQ is somebody that you know.
Yeah, pretty well.
So the response to Vector.
Yeah, I agree with Lord Jem and Greo. I think it was very unnecessary. You know, well, and it showed that it was unnecessary the way people accepted it or paid attention to it. There was really no attention. Let me put it that way, because it came out. Dope song, very dope song. I liked it, but I didn't think it was. He should have done it. So. It's like Slick Rick, I shouldn't have done it.
The record was exactly what it was titled as.
Distraction.
Yeah, it was a distraction.
I'm thinking about this.
So we are back to regular program.
And I actually bumped the first song, the AQ and the Vector Distraction collabo song, and Vector actually made the song.
As at that time, Vector was peaking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Vector was picking.
And he had something with reminiscence.
Memorable lines, memorable.
Look, it's we cannot deny. It's undeniably so that distractions put Vector on, at least on AQ on at least online.
Yes.
We cannot shy away from that.
It did.
It gave AQ and
AQ jobs.
And AQ has actually regarded that in his tweets some couple of years ago.
Yeah, he did that.
These tweets have received some come back and bite us in the
I don't even know how
do
they actually get them back.
Simple.
It's not hard.
Very simple. I'll show you how. Everything that you don't talk is. If you change them, I will bring down for you.
Just like your handle and the word that
it's just there.
To come out.
Exactly. It's that easy.
Okay.
It's that easy. So look, I'm gonna say this in this whole before we move on from the AQ Vector in my situation. it was M who brought AQ to the equation.
Yes.
Let's not forget.
Yes,
It was
exactly.
M who said AQ was rolling with you couldn't do a thing for him. Then see how he's flourishing since he's been rolling with you.
Thank you.
Has it been flourishing?
Well, he has the
really-
100 crowns imprint now.
No,
he has to
as
add
an
something like his
artist,
belt.
not as a man, as a business guy. Has he been flourishing?
At least he won his first award on Headies
But-
right now.
Yeah,
He-
and
he-
AQ
he
has always
loses on
been
the one
about
award.
business, and he's somewhere where his business seems to be thriving now. So I think
Yeah,
Good
but
for
but I'm not even going to contend that. I don't want to be in the middle of all this. But I'm just saying what MI said. MI even went as far as saying Vector can rap is on losers level.
And that, but people are trying to say it's just LOSE, not
No,
lose.
that's not true. That's not true.
He
He said your default setting is
Is
lose.
lose.
No,
and
but
remember,
you know-
it was Luz who MI tweeted that told him that Vector can rap.
But hold on first.
Right.
Let's
forget.
Let's give a window for maybe the line itself meant something else. Because if you think about it, your default setting is lose. That simply means that by default you always lose.
No,
That-
but if
you always lose. But no, but really, yeah. When I heard the line, I was like, this guy.
Okay, when you heard it at first, what you
Yeah, I was
think?
like, this guy say what I think he's actually saying.
Like,
why would you say that
you are not on my level.
You're on losers level.
Exactly, that's how I read it.
That's what he said.
That's how I read it.
That's how I actually read the book.
and I don't think I think Emma is a smart person. So it means when he wrote that line,
He thought about
he
lose.
thought about it. He thought about lose. You know, and he
I
said,
lose this say, guy. I bet that line.
Okay. What's Luz probably gonna say? I bet that line was.
That line.
No,
That
no.
line. they put me on
Luz
camera,
Luz
as in-
Luz has been around for over a decade.
Yes, and he knows that these things can mean something else. Why now allow you just go out there?
Because if it probably feels like M is telling the truth.
Lose can't rap. As in, that's the truth.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know, but that's what. Look,
Luz can rap, but his delivery is questionable.
Okay.
look. His delivery thing has been a problem, right?
I don't think he has. I think it's
What I'm gonna say is, MI tweeted that Luz told me Vector
Vector
cannot
can't
rap,
rap.
and I was arguing with him.
Yes.
He tweeted it.
He
And
did.
he's not
And
saying
he did.
your default setting is lose.
Lose.
That means lose and Vector can't rap. Literally, if we are to use
No,
that,
yeah, we all went to school. I don't know. No, you never see it. That makes you want to real. That makes like a valid point. Right? That simply means Vector and Luz are one according to
exactly.
MI.
Yes.
So like say VC that can respond, can take shots and lose from there. Lose now go to the studio and go and diss the second responder instead of go diss
So
the
this,
other.
and this is the funniest MI through
Okay, that's
the two guys under
Yes, now
under
that's
the
the
ball.
AQ situation.
Yes, man, because
That's the AQ
and when
situation.
you're thinking about it, Emma is telling you when you were him, he didn't blossom. Now he's with me, he's now
Yeah.
living awesome and so on
Yeah.
and so forth. That's simply so, and Ike is now coming to now say nobody put me on. I don't understand. So that's
I
not.
must see in life somebody must shall put you on one way or the other.
Yes,
Even if your
And-
family members.
Yeah, and I dare say online distraction was big.
it was big.
It was huge.
Yeah,
Because
that
Vector was
was
peaking
big.
at
That
the time.
big.
I think
was
distraction was the first time I actually looked and said, "Wow, AQ is
Solid.
getting there." Yeah,
It's a solid.
It's getting
Yeah.
there. That was the first time.
All the first
So
time.
AQ can't say Vec didn't.
Well, he tweeted it, gave Vector the
Give him
shout out a
props.
couple
Give
of
him
years
props.
ago.
to
So it nullifies whatever
Yeah.
he says.
So right here on this table, we can unanimously agree that the distraction was unnecessary
and it was a distraction.
and it was a distraction.
Valid.
Yes.
Valid,
And there was no
yeah.
traction.
There was no traction from this.
There should be a subtraction.
Okay then.
God.
Okay then. So we can put the Vector MI situation to bed.
Yeah, put it
It's
to
done.
bed, man.
It's done. Any more distract, I'll flog you people. It's enough.
Honestly, I'm done.
It's enough. We're done. We're tired.
That's even why I'm even tired of the BlaqBonez EP that he dropped, because I heard that he took shots at God knows who.
Basically everybody though.
I'm not even
Like
interested.
you know, like I feel like
As in,
this whole best rapper
This
in Africa thing
At
needs to
first,
stop.
it was a troll thing, and it seemed funny to me, because to me that's all I see him as, a comical relief with the whole troll thing. You know?
Come on, man.
No, I'm just black. I'm just and this is Gem, yo.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so but now I'm like, come on, man, I'm bored, bruh. Give me music. Don't tell me
Jerem is a mean
what you
MC.
think.
Black is a comedian.
I did that. What to mode? What to mode?
Oh,
yes,
what mode?
What to mode? You know.
So are you saying that Black is an average rapper and
No,
he's
no,
dealing
that's
with
not-
a
that's
real
not-
bull
that's
snapper?
That's not what I mean. No, anytime I see
Oh my
Black
God.
Bones, I'm already laughing. So I
It's
feel
like
he's
basket
talented.
mouth to you.
No, I feel the guy
Because
is
Basket Man
talented.
can rap
He's
too.
a marketing
But when you see him,
genius.
you laugh.
Huh?
I said it's like basket man to you because basket can rap too, but when you see him, you laugh.
Fouls can rap.
And
Fouls.
Charles, when I see him, I laugh.
Yeah, but
not,
like-
because it's whack, but I just
I'm not
laugh.
saying Black is definitely not whack.
It's dope.
No, it's not whack. It's dope.
Exactly,
Black
it's
is
dope. But I
James, do you
feel-
have any reservation?
Black is dope. See, to be honest, being dope doesn't even move me anymore.
Exactly.
You can be dope, but you have to move me with your content. Like I've seen people like this rapper Evidence. Evidence is not really like a super lyricist like on that Elzai level. But when I hear his album, I feel it. It has soul.
Okay.
Even this guy too. What's his name? Wale. Wale has a new album out called Wow That's Crazy. It's
Yeah.
not so lyrical, but I enjoy his music. So you have to give me substance. You have to be musical. You have to be.
So right now in Nigeria, who moves you?
Show them camp move. They move me. SDC, Ghost and Tech. They move me. They make that.
They've always been there. They've
They've always been there. So SDC moves me. Payback has this moment that really moves me. That's album The Biggest Tree. Amazing body of work. Who
No,
else
I
again?
feel Black is more than music. I feel he's a marketing genius.
See, let me tell you, Black thrives off doing radio freestyles. That's where it ends.
No, it's
I feel like Greo has a point there. I feel like Black is an entire brand. It's a
Exactly.
package. Black is I can liken Black to Rema in some sense, though different genre of music. But
when you say
Rema,
no, when you say and what entire in what sense though? Like,
entire Black
Like,
is built. Black is built for the music business.
entertainment business.
Black is a solid entertainer.
he's a troll.
No,
He's doing that so
True.
that you guys can listen to his
But
record.
honestly,
That's all.
I agree. I think Black's a strong brand.
yeah,
Yes.
I don't
His-
think
his
so.
brand
This is
is
unique.
You said it's not
His
about.
brand
it's not
is
about
Okay,
You said it's not about knowing how to
who
rap. I agree.
will carry a gramophone and go to the street
Streets
like
of
I'm
Lagos.
the best rapper in
That's
Africa.
what I'm saying.
They say I'm not
That's
hot.
not
I'm
trolling,
only
that's
hot online.
That's not
I'm only-
branding.
no, that is
That's
imaging
what
right
those
there.
Igbo guys
See,
say.
That's
Those
great
songs.
imaging.
That's not great imaging.
That's 100% PR.
That's just looking for, that's
Organic.
That's like what this girl was trying to do
Which
before
girl?
on the come up.
Which girl?
Thatcher. Before she became.
Nah, bro.
You're looking for an
Nah,
attention.
Black.
Everyone is looking for attention.
No, that's not
Why are we
branding.
here?
That's attention.
Why are we here?
What-
We're looking
we
for
are here-
attention. We're looking for the
what-
public's attention.
what
No,
branding?
what's
What's
branding? Thank you. What's branding?
Why you tell me now?
See, I see branding. I see branding as you have something to offer.
Okay.
You're not attention seeking. You're not trying to look
Okay,
for
what's the
one.
purpose of branding?
Attention seeking.
You want to
Yeah. Okay.
That's
to
it.
to wait,
Purpose of
to
branding
is
is
to
to
no
create
it's
a
to
perception.
stand out.
It's to
To stand out.
and create a perception.
Increase
how
increase
you
your
want
reach.
people to see.
And that's what he's doing.
Listen. You can choose to be like people who just pop their, if you're a girl anyway, pop your breasts on Instagram or no. I'm standing. So to me, you have to really stand out.
It is
To
branding.
increase your reach, you have to do smart. I bring up smart things. That's not really smart. That's not out of the box to me.
Let me say this.
That's just being comical.
Branding could be negative or positive.
It's not even doing anything.
So the example you
negative.
gave,
Yeah.
the example you gave earlier could be negative, but it's also a brand. You understand? So whatever BlaqBonez is doing, he's carving a niche for himself and creating a brand.
And quite frankly, you do not need to like him to acknowledge that.
No, it's true. He has a cult following of youngins who are vibing to what he does, music wise.
Because he has something they can follow.
Antique wise. To me, I think those
Top
things,
five rappers on the come up right now. BlaqBonez will probably be top 3, top 2
Top two.
right now.
top 2
Yeah,
on the come up. In what sense? Like as per
like youngins. This
youngins
generation.
who are buzzing, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
No,
right.
Def.
Yeah.
He's buzzing.
He's
Yeah.
buzzing.
No, he's buzzing. That
Probably
is a
the
given.
leader. I think it's the leader.
If it cuts across to me
No,
like
that's
the
why.
leader
That
of
was
this
even why I
school.
said even on our show that when I saw this Headies nomination, I didn't see one from him.
Okay.
I thought it was uncool. He
No,
deserves-
I felt like that was cool.
He
I
deserves.
felt like look. Let's quickly delve into this Headies thing.
Yeah, Dobby,
Look, let's focus on Lyricists on the Road category now.
No,
Let's
on
trace-
fourth, please. That you want the
Okay,
rap single,
best rap single.
rap
but
album,
let's
yeah.
tackle Lyricists on the Road. Look, let's trace it from history, from when Headies was Hip Hop World Awards.
Awards, yes.
Let's look at the Lyricists on the Road category. It used to be heavy. It used to be people that were substantially known rappers who had pedigree on and offline.
Yes.
Rappers who were actually rappers who you would see the names there and be like, yo, this guy he deserves to be there.
Sure.
Check the list from time. But only now I feel like the Lyricists on the Road category is retrogressing instead of progressing.
I agree.
Because now we have rappers who a bulk of their work is online only.
I feel that's the
Let me
state
go-
of
see,
hip hop
do you
in
know- do you know-
Nigeria
do you-
right
see,
now.
Let me tell you.
That is
It's
why I
online.
said
You know
we're
why-
progressing. If we're online the whole time and we're not out here, then what do we? We are certainly doing something wrong.
In short, even that part of the Headies category, that's for the Lyricists on the Road, I have a big gripe with it because they put YC balance. I think they put the artist and a song.
Yeah.
They put YC balance. They put Boogie implode, Payback implode, Tech
Crown.
Ghost
Crown.
Crown, AQ
Crown.
Crown. So are you saying
AQ
that
has
you are
the-
judging that based off a verse of a song?
Sounds like it.
It just looks like it, and that makes
It
no
looks like
ounce,
it,
that
and-
makes no ounce of sense at
No,
all. You
makes
have to
no-
judge the person's your body
His
of
lyrical
work, his
prowess.
lyrical prowess
That's what I was
on
going
features.
with. Yes.
Like that, there are things you judge. You now come to that.
In
Okay,
totality.
fine. Is this person
Like
give
you
it
said, if you actually study them historically, like Mode 1 with Elbow Room, he won with 9, he even won with Bad Man,
One we rhyme tight.
he won with Rhyme Tight. Rhyme Tight.
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
All right.
Okay, but no,
then he
no.
won with Let It Go.
Yes.
Yes, one will let it go. Now, do you know? I can even pardon a song. If it's a song, I can say yes. Mode 1 will let it go with 9. But if you're telling me it's a verse, like I don't know. That
Yeah,
that
I kinda
thing was
agree
like
with
a
you.
big.
Yeah, my own
big downer
reservations,
for
I
me.
just feel just nominate the
And why
artist.
did the nominations come from like one song?
Exactly, now just
One
Like
song.
Crown had
So
like
it
three
means-
Crown
nominations.
had like 3.
Means AQ had the best version of Crown, so he deserves.
I feel that category
I think-
reflects the state of hip hop.
That's
right
are we
now.
the state of hip hop now. Would you say we're progressing?
We are not progressing.
We are
Exactly
not.
last week,
Exactly
we're-
my
we're
point.
not
Are we
actually
progressing?
We're not progressing. Now it's clear as day. We're not
Talk
Because the
about it
Lyricists on the Road category keeps getting lighter every year.
We're not progressing.
As in, it's even constrained to 2 songs.
To 2
So
songs.
verses now.
The verses, the verses of the song. No, but can I ask a question then?
Yeah.
Do you think we have more rap albums now, or we have less dope rap albums now?
We have less albums. We have more EPs. I don't know why these people are putting out EPs like
Because
they know what they're doing.
no, I feel it's to get listening value. But people don't want to listen to a 21 track album in 2019.
An album doesn't have to be 21 tracks.
Okay,
An album could 10.
10, 12.
Okay,
And people, guess what? People put out 10 songs and call it EP.
yeah.
Just to be safe.
But I think we have more rap
Okay.
albums now.
I actually think we have more rap albums.
That's so. I think we have more
Not
rap
mainstream.
Not when you say more rap albums, are you talking like are you talking because we have more rap artists, or you're talking of the body of work that an individual would want to churn out? I think if
albums. A
it's
body of work, like a full
Rappers are
album,
putting out albums
more albums now.
Rappers are putting out
Like,
actually going to
if-
the studio to record
to record
albums
albums,
and
full
put out bodies
albums,
of work.
and we are
Right now.
having more of that now. If you think about it, we've had a couple of
Yes.
albums between now and last year, from
known
from
and-
Alpha Ogini to Paper Leon to Hot Eyes to the Boogie and Payback album,
To
Lost
Eriga,
and Found, to Eriga.
We've
We've had a couple of albums,
Yes.
you know.
Still,
But why are we now not progressing as a genre of music, hip hop?
well,
That thing bothers me.
it's as easy as the people don't connect to it. Aside,
Or people have shorter
Eriga found-
attention span. Now people are just
no,
lazy.
but I'll tell you, they listen to Eriga word. They can recite his lyrics word for word. They can actually recite Fauci's lyrics word for word. So I feel those two are
There
communicating.
was a time people could recite midnight line word for
Elbow
word.
room.
Hasn't always been a lot of people.
Some special.
Yeah.
It's always been an associated group.
Yeah, MI. If you say MI, fine. They could actually.
They could actually
recite.
relate to them and recite his verses.
Yeah.
I think it's there are a number of reasons, but one of them is making a connection with people. Like Eriga has been able to do that fast too. I think that's one of the reasons why.
So
Even
what do you then have to do to make this connection? Because you sounding like you have to dumb down.
Dumb down,
No,
yeah.
it's not.
You have to
It's
really
Eriga
rap
dumbed down.
I don't know.
It's not dumbed down now.
No,
Not like
no,
dumbed
no,
down.
No, like okay.
I feel
It
the
seems-
sound. I feel the sound has to reflect where you're coming from. The people have to have affinity to the sound
But
you're making.
if that is the case,
This
this last Eriga's album, Eric Matu, had a lot of imported sounds,
okay.
a lot of trap,
No, Eriga as a person already relates to the people with the pidgin English.
So that's what I'm saying. Are you saying now that for Greo as a rapper
Yeah.
to communicate or to connect with people with the populace, there's a certain thing that you have to do. Either you're dumbing down or you are starting to speak pidgin, or what are the both of you talking about exactly?
Okay, my own position here. I feel either the sound, the hook, there's something that actually makes people want to listen and they know that it's coming from where they are from.
So basically you're saying dumb down.
Not dumb down, make it indigenous. It's not dumb down.
You know, see this question.
Yeah, how is it?
I think we're going to answer this question when we start talking about the city. When we start talking about the main crux of today's gathering. I think we'll answer all these questions there. I'm saving my answer, so I'll say it to that.
Alright then, Rap Culture is on your radio. Mo and the gang are in the building. Duno, Greo, Lord Jam, and we are talking hip hop and positives and ways to move the culture forward. Stick with us. Don't forget we are streaming live right now on YouTube. Search for us, Rap Culture, Rhythm FM Benin. You would find us. We are live. Then hook up with us to catch in on all the fun and the exciting times in the studio. Of course, you can join the conversation on Twitter. Use the hashtag Rap Culture, as a culture with a K, RAPKULTURE. On Twitter and Instagram, we are at Rhythm FM Benin. On Facebook, it's at Rhythm Space FM Space Benin. Please do well to leave a comment on the comment section, and we will be sure to get right at you. When we get right back, we should get into the crux of the conversation tonight. We've heard a lot of agitations from the city, especially from the hip hop artists in the city. We shall talk about that shortly, and if there is need, I shall have Duno put a call across to Cyrus the Virus.
Yes, sure.
Yes,
Cyrus, my man.
because, you know, I intended to, you know, let him hear, but I felt like the conversation would be too heated, so I decided to just have us here, and then maybe next week bring him out here, so he can actually talk about his agitations and the way he feels.
You know that cuts you.
You're out there, man. So, all right, guys, let's get into the nitty-gritty of the matter. That side. That side. Look, it's been on for a long time.
Yeah.
The average Edo State hip hop artist has always felt like he or she is neglected, and they always tend to look at the government side of things. They say, "Oh, government wants to do show. They don't carry us along. They don't pay us. They don't do anything. They don't support our hustle." You know, One Touch actually made a song where he said something about people paying as much as 10 million for whiskey, and then begging AG Silimi for an appearance, like Laho, come and show, that kind of thing. They feel like government is neglecting them. They feel like they are not being included in the scheme of things. The recent rant by one of our vets, who Duno would know very well. The recent rant from Cyrus the Virus on Instagram. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
He went on a rant.
On Instagram.
Yes.
Okay.
He went on a rant about this NAFEST.
Okay.
When
Okay.
NAFEST said Two-Face was headlining.
But are they forgetting South Victoria for actually performed?
Hold on, I'm coming. We're coming there. We're coming there. So yeah, after Two-Face was announced as the headliner of NAFEST, he took to his Instagram story and he said a lot of things about how the government neglects them, how they don't support their own, how they allow their talents die, how they should have called the NAFEST. Edo State is organizing, or yes, Edo State is hosting NAFEST, and there's no Cyrus, no Big Splash, no, mentioned a couple of names, and how disgraceful that was. Those states don't appreciate their own. As a matter of fact, the only reason why he's representing those states is because he can and he loves the city. Else, there is nothing this city has to offer. All right, and a lot of other artists shared the same sentiments, but the Cyrus virus being in the forefront. Okay, that's what we are talking about today. Because quite frankly, I'll tell you how I feel.
Yeah, let me know how you feel. Really?
Put the mic directly in your mouth so that I can hear you.
Yes.
Now,
Let me know how you feel.
in Edo State, right?
Yeah.
The hip hop artists are complaining.
Yes.
Some hip hop artists are complaining.
Well, some
Okay.
are complaining about neglect, about they don't put
Who
them.
was the hip hop artist?
Yeah,
Wait now. Let him-
majority,
let him-
largely, majority here. They complain that they don't put them on, they don't do anything, they don't do none of that. But guess what? The comedians are flourishing. In, this,
Yeah.
in the same state where the Edo State hip hop artist says government doesn't carry them along. For every show, this NAFEST, we then just conclude today.
Yes.
We had Edo State comedians as headliners of the show. As headliners, we had Edo Pikin, MC Casino, and a lot of them.
MC Casino.
On the bill.
On the bill,
They-
their faces were on the lampposts across the state.
Okay.
So the comedians are flourishing. Government, whether the way these artists they clamor about, whether they shout say government and they put us for, the government are putting the comedians.
From what you just said, it just boils down to the artists themselves have not done enough to put themselves on.
So hold up. Are you? I want to be very clear because this is a very sensitive topic.
Okay.
It's a very sensitive topic.
Okay.
First off, like I said, my opinion is the artist, whoever is complaining, they have no case.
Okay.
They have no basis of complaint. None whatsoever.
Why?
No,
Okay,
I get
No,
what
so
you-
let
I
me
get what you're
I have to
saying.
get where it's going with this.
Good. You see, majority of the people who are complaining now hasn't done anything in the past
I agree.
5, 6, 7, maybe 8 years to stay in the minds of the populace they want to control.
Okay.
More like they want it on a platter of gold.
Exactly, my
No,
friend.
but hold-
They
but-
also, these people also complain. He also complain about the media, about how we are likely to bump 10 songs from Lagos before
That was 10 years ago.
a song from here.
That was the case 10 years ago. I don't think that's the case right now.
Okay, so what is the problem? What seems to be the
I
problem?
feel they are not actually pushing out enough content. Like, when last did we hear a hot song from a Benin artist that resonated around the whole city?
I think
First
that's
of
probably
all,
be selling.
First of all, people need to understand, excuse me, that music is a business. You know, except the government is doing some social intervention.
Why should it even be the government?
No, I know I'm going somewhere. I said except the government is doing some social intervention program.
Yeah,
I don't see why they should call you and just give you money. You know, when you are supposed to be running a business. You understand?
Yeah.
Now, in approaching this, I think we should look at it from what they call the 3 P's of the music business. That's the product, professionalism, and perspective. You know, so product. Let's look at products. Products out of being videos in the last, say 10 years. Videos, songs, productions. How many? Have we been competitive?
Okay.
No. Professionalism. How professional are we as artists here? What's the brand? Which artist can you pick from Benin in the last number, say just some years back, that you can see as a real strong brand in the music business.
Okay.
It's still Rema for us.
Well, we'll get there.
I'm going there because you know what?
We're going to get there.
Let's have Jem. Let's have Jem.
I'm going. You know why? I think if you notice what has been happening, at least the Benin artists that I know that are big now I've not really seen them come back home and really create a stamp here in
No,
Benin.
hold up. Who's the Benin artist that's big now?
That's Rema, and then at least this guy is pretty big.
See what?
Nah, that's not Cynthia Morgan
Please,
is not.
dude.
But when she was even big, you know, my point is.
Okay,
you know,
now you're saying now. Okay, I was
even
saying
now,
that.
even like Johnny Drill now. I think I even knew that he was from Benin. Like I think last month. I didn't even know.
Oh
about
wow,
him
really?
before. I didn't know. Honestly,
Johnny leaves at some Saint Saviour.
Can I
imagine that?
Can I?
Yeah, go on.
Let's look at this from an economic point of view. Let's stop looking at. Let's look at the music business from that perspective.
No, see, but see my argument here. I've called two artists now that I think are relatively big to a decent extent. These are artists that, you know, if they were consistently putting themselves known, like I don't think they really rep. They're in Lagos right now as it is, so they are termed as Lagos artists. So it's as if once you become maybe somewhat big, you are gaining success, you move to Lagos.
That's not the,
so it's hard to really so how do you now have that artist that's really big here in Benin City?
The real problem is that let's segment the market. Lagos, Benin. Lagos has been able to create a business out of music. So it means that if you are a resource here, if you are a talent here, and you go to Lagos that has a thriving music business of its scenes, it means there's the chances that you will do well are much higher than when you were in Benin, when you are in Benin. You know, because Benin doesn't have a thriving industry or business or structure. And it's not about the artist alone. It's not about the artist. It's about the whole business. Every player, from the media to the investors to the record label owners, if we have any, to the producers. It's everybody has a part to play, not just the artist.
You're forgetting something he tried pointing out. He said, with all this, why are the comedians flourishing?
Well, you are talking of two art forms here.
Do you know what
You're talking of two different. You're talking
I
of
think
two different.
They are both entertainers.
No, so do you know even in the bigger industry right now of entertainment, comedians somewhat appear to even thrive more than artists.
The product is different.
It's different. No, it's expected.
How about if the bread is rotten?
If the bread
you can't sell at all.
If the bread is rotten,
I get where you're
the bread is rotten. You deal with the problem that's associated with the bread. You don't now say, oh, because pure water is selling, it means I will sell bread in Benin. Because pure water sells.
As in bread always sold in Benin.
Exactly. Please give bread. There are two. See, comedy and music are two different.
Nobody's saying they are the same. So we're saying they are flourishing and they are gaining the attention and the traction that they should.
That comes to for comedy. For comedy, it's easier.
It's easy.
You can't talk down the
When I mean, let me say what I mean.
Honestly,
let me say where I'm going.
It's not saying that comedy is just.
I'm not saying comedy is a working. I'm saying it's easier to sell. If I come here, if I came to a crowd, and I had a 5 minutes interaction with the crowd, and I was dope, immediately, from that point, I could blow.
Even if you even go to Instagram,
if I go to Instagram,
the people that are really popping on Instagram, the so-called without brand influencers or people that have comedy skits, you can't be an artist and really thrive off Instagram per se, of just singing 1 minute of your song on Instagram. So comedy really has a greater stronghold on the audience than music.
You see,
right now, ever disputed.
Right now, why in an age, why in the digital age, and now it means the attention span right now for people is very short. There's so many things competing for attention. You know, so people are what we're talking about now is viral marketing. It means whatever product you're putting out should have a virus, meaning that it has the ability to spread. You know, and when you're talking about products that have viral content,
comedy has that.
Comedy is the way comedy is.
I have a question. Do people listen to more music than comedy? Yes, people listen to more music than comedy.
We're talking about which one do you share? Viral content means that it has when you see the content, you want to share it with the next person. There's something about the product that makes you want to share it with the next person. And once it makes someone laugh, it's easy to share. So I see it.
Come and see you.
Yeah, it's easy. Over the song, how many times do you actually download songs and start sharing on your WhatsApp status to people? You don't.
I usually do that.
You understand? It's easier to share comedy. Comedy, the way the product, comedy.
If you even go on people's WhatsApp status, you will see more of comedy
of the music
than even music.
So the way comedy is as a product is easier to share than music. So it's I could attribute that to one of the reasons why it's easier for them to comedians to do. If you are good, you are good. It's easy for people to share you. But for music entails a lot.
A whole lot.
Copyright things, your videos. You need to. A comedian doesn't need to put out a 3 million naira video to promote his song. He doesn't need to.
He doesn't need to.
You know, you can stand in front of one uncompleted building and he gets 1 million views.
But you know the UK grind thing, their videos are not actually top notch.
But they are moving. Anyway.
So basically, the industry. The problem is the industry, and artists need to understand that they must show
My
value.
problem here is how many songs have been put out in Benin City this year? Can you name one? Any artist, an artist and one song.
We're saying the same one the same side, bro. We're on the same side.
They are not actually producing anything at all.
I already said there's no problem.
Are these artists putting out work? Are they putting out projects? No.
No.
Do they putting out singles?
No.
Do they deserve to be recognized?
No.
They don't.
It's as simple as that.
So why are we having this conversation at all?
They don't deserve it. You know,
And funny enough, Victor Waifu was on the bill and he performed. And the DG of the national, the organization committee of NAFEST went to Victor Waifu's house yesterday.
So that's classic material right there.
You know, so really, I don't think anybody should be complaining. You want to headline events, put out stuff that shows
I think
you have value.
Why do people feel like they have to depend on government? I'll tell you why. Because there was a point in Edo State when
I didn't want to go there.
and let me say
they had all this group thing going on. You want to get to the government as fast as possible.
Even they were getting political.
Yeah, you set up an entertainment organization and then you get to the government. It's that easy. Then you just go there. Maybe they'll give you one boss. You not give you one boss. You not write your name.
And it killed creativity.
What I think government can't play a role though. You know, cause
in what way?
The government cannot play a role.
Government can't.
How? In what way?
I really talk
Aside
about
police.
Because you know that even in Lagos, government had no role to play.
They can't play a role. Can.
They can. But hold up before you say that. We said something about people, about a number of people who are from Edo State, musicians from Edo State who are not putting in the work but want the recognition.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the youngins out here today who are putting in the work but are not getting the actual recognition. Because people from what I call the blast from the past is coming to haunt the hustle of these kids. I've been in this city for a while. I grew up here a great deal. I know the history of the entertainment in this city. I know how much people. Edo State was an entertainment hub at one point. All the big shows used to happen here. All the big artists. There was a time P Square came in and said, "Yo, our biggest selling point is Edo State. Our cities sell faster in Edo State than even in Lagos State." They came here, they said it. So it wasn't fallacy, it was facts. There was a time we was thriving. There was a time an artist like Sarah Zavaras was on top of things.
Yeah, no.
There was a time. I don't want to go into all of that, but there were times like that. There were times when investors and stakeholders were willing to
So what's happening
push.
now, really?
Hold on. I'm coming there. there was a time when stakeholders were willing to push the entertainment structure forward. There was a time when stakeholders were willing to put their money where their mouth is, or was.
Yeah.
And they put their money, and then these same artists, a bulk of them, will go right back and stab them in the back and kill investor interest, kill investor confidence, kill stakeholders interest, kill stakeholders confidence. And gradually we started to diminish. People would collect money for shows and they wouldn't put the show together.
I have a case. One is
A lot of
right
it.
now.
A lot of it. It started to kill consumer confidence. Started to kill the confidence of fans. No, don't call anybody out. Not yet. We are not ready for the world to play. Let's go home this night.
So really, before now, we had the government like somewhat involved in this our industry, and we messed it up.
I'm saying for everybody that has been involved positively, they have walked out with their heads down because they were messed up by the people who they were supporting. Now it's difficult for the youngins who are out here right now
to get.
I'm talking. You're not young. You're not young. So I'm talking. I mean youngins. Like
I didn't say anything.
I'm just saying. Like I'm talking youngins, like maybe the Amazes of this world, the Fantastic Franks, who's doing extremely well. There's a kid.
This in your Amaze?
Amaze that small boy now.
Yes. Growing up is
No, it's not 91. It's not 91. There are kids like that. There's a guy called Fantastic Frank. I don't know if you heard his music. Eventually, he used to be a model, and a dancer as well. Then eventually the music only recently, maybe a couple of years now, and he's doing well. But the thing now is even movies. He's into movies and everything. He's shot a movie not too long ago, part 1 of the movie. He just sent it to me. I'll see it later, by the way. But what I'm saying in essence is these guys are doing well, but there is no investor, consumer, stakeholder confidence anymore. Nobody is willing.
I feel
Nobody is willing to assist these guys anymore because of the road, because of the role where their predecessors don't play before they reach here.
But something. Have you ever tried? I did something one time. I carried out a research. Maybe my methods were not scientific, but it was a research in a way. And I realized something. I think there's I don't want to offend anybody, but I think right now, the way it is right now, I think the average Edo consumer, musical consumer, does not believe in any
local
good product coming out from this part. Yes. Play a good song. It has happened so many times. You play a good song and you hear it and they're excited, like this is dope. And you say, where is the guy? And you say, oh, this guy, I know him from Benin.
And they be like,
okay, they try. You know, it just goes from excitement to okay, it's alright, you know. So already there's something wrong. Yes, there's something wrong. And the average musically, the average Edo consumer right now is not looking to be a trendsetter. It's looking to be a trend. They want to follow the trend. So they're looking at Lagos to tell them what's hot. You know, so what's hot in Lagos? Whatever is hot in Lagos is hot in Benin. You know, so even if you are hot in Benin, they don't want to hear till you go to Lagos and they hear that you're in Lagos. That's the way it is.
I've actually heard someone say.
So when you hear, when you see, Johnny Drill had dope. So I knew Johnny Drill. I was excited about Johnny Drill already. He was in Benin. He goes to Lagos and boom! Oh, this is a Benin man. It's a Benin guy. Oh, yeah, he's dope. He was dope when he was here. He's the same Johnny Drill. You know, now he goes there, he's dope. And every other artist that's left Benin and gone to Lagos and has popped, we now want to associate with them. But these people were here.
So the question I'm asking, yo, you know what we're gonna do tonight, guys? Let's just quickly bump. I'm gonna bump a song right now. It's called Waiting This Up. Maybe this would give us an insight onto what we are discussing even further. Are we saying that if we do not go to Lagos,
we can't really get
the average Edo State artist cannot pick? Hold your thoughts, gentlemen. Are we saying that if we don't go to Lagos, we don't carry the craft from here and move to Lagos to ply the trade, we are not going to blow or blossom as artists that we are from Edo State?